Today we are going to discuss problems based on power Joule's law of heating and electrical energy. Today in this we are discussing board based important problems. Now let's start. First problem. Which of the two has greater resistance, a 1 kilowatt heater or 100 watt tungsten bulb, both marked 230 volts? They given voltage of both marked the voltage is 230 and the power they given. Now let's here what is the voltage? V 230 volt. This is the specified voltage. Power, first power is 1 kilowatt, that is 10 cubed watt, and the second one is P2 is equal to 100 watt. Now we want to be asking which one is the greater resistance. Formula about voltage is given, power is given. Resistance formula P is equal to V square by R. That is R1 is equal to V square by P1. Now V square means 230V whole square by what is the P1? 10 cubed. Then we calculate 52.9 ohms. Then R2, we are finding R2. Same, R2 is equal to V square by P2. That is R2 is equal to 230 whole square by 100. Then R2 is equal to 529 ohm. Just calculating, then 230 into 230 multiplied we get here. You can see that in which have the greater resistance, second, means 100 watts of bulb have greater resistance, have a greater resistance. That means R2 is greater than R1. Yes, simple. Now we go into second one. We have 30 watts 6 volt bulb which we want to glow by supply of 220 volts. What will have to be done for it? What will have to be done for it means? Then in the circuit, how much resistance we can give to the connected to the bulb in the series or parallel. Here now we are going to that what they given, that is power of the bulb P is equal to 30 watt. Potential apply voltage of a bulb is V is equal to 60 volt. This is the 6 volt. This is the specified volt, is mentioned it. And applied voltage. Applied voltage is, we are denoted as V dash. Supply volt is V dash is equal to 120. Now first we are finding the resistance. The resistance means we know P is equal to V square by R. Then R is equal to, what is the R6 square by P. P is 30. Then 36 by 30. Then we got 1.2 volts. Now finding about current ability of the bulb, that is I. That is a formula of I. P is equal to V I. I is equal to P by V. that is 30 by 6, then it's a 5 ampere. Now here, let R dash resistance is connected with bulb in series. That means in the series combination we connected the resistance R dash, means the current passes through the bulb and the resistance both are same. Then how much voltage we can supply? That is, supplied voltage is V dash. And the time we can write that I is equal to V dash by, that is R dash plus, in the series combination. In the series combination means total resistance. What we say in the total resistance, R dash plus what we got in the bulb resistance, 1.2. Then 1.2. Then 5 is equal to, this is 120 volt. 120 by R dash plus 1.5. 1.2. Then now 5 ones cancel. 5 2s are 10. Now 20 is there, no? 5 4s are. Then cross multiplication. R dash plus 1.2 is equal to 24. Then R dash is equal to 24 minus 1.2. That is R dash is equal to 22.8 ohm. That means what we will have to be done means R dash 22.8 ohms are connected in series with the bulb. Going to third one, the resistance each of value 5 ohms are connected to the source of EMF epsilon through ammeter A as shown in figure, the given figure. If the ammeter shows a reading of 2 ampere, calculate power dissipation in the circuit. Here they given in the circuit power dissipation formula, that is P is equal to V square by R. But here applied potential is not a given value. What they given? I. Another formula, I square R. Now here total resistance in the circuit. Now write total resistance in the circuit. What is the total resistance in the circuit? That is R is equal to, these two are parallel combination 5 5, that is 5 into 5 by 5 plus 5, plus these parallel is connected with the series another 5, that's 5 plus 5, or simply 5 5 equal resistance are in parallel means R by N, R by 2, that is 5 by 2, 2.5. Then got 2.5 plus 5, then what? 7.5. Now current in the circuit I is equal to 2 ampere they given. Now power dissipation P is equal to I square R. Now I square, 2 square into 7.5, that is 30 watts. 7.5 into 4, that is the 30 watt. That is the power dissipated in the circuit. Now going to fourth one. Potential difference applied across a given resistor is altered so that heat produced per second increases by a factor of 9. By what factor does the applied potential difference changes? This question is CBSE 2017 problem. You see, now heat produced formulas heat produced formulas VIT in terms of joule, or that is equal to what you write, I square RT. Another one word, V square by R into P. These formulas we can use about that heat. But now question is what? The heat produced per second increased by a factor of 9. That means H2 by H1. What? It's a increases by a factor 9. That what you write? H2 is equal to 9H1. Now by using formula they are asking potential. Potential here, this. Then what do you write here? H1 by H2 is equal to, we write V1 square by V2 square. Now what you write here, V1 by V2 is a square root of H1 by H2. That is V1 by V2 is equal to root of H1 by H2 is the 9H1. That is what you write? V1 by V2 is equal to 1 by 3. That means V2 is equal to 3V1. That means the potential difference changes by the factor 3. The potential difference changes by factor 3. V2 is changes to 3V1. Now we are going to fifth one. A heater coil is radiated 1000 watts, 200 volt. It is cut into two identical parts. Both parts are connected together in parallel to the same source of 200 volts. Calculate the energy liberated per second in the new combination. Now first what they given, right, the power of the heater they given, that is 1000 watts. The potential is they given 200 volt. It is cut into identical parts. Now first we are finding about the resistance. The resistance formula P is equal to V square by R. That is R is equal to V square by P. That is the V square means 200 into 200 by 1000. 3 zeros here, 3 zeros cancel. Now 40 volts. Now this heater is cut into two equal parts, means each part of resistance is 20 ohms. Each part of resistance is 20 volts. 20 volts. Yeah. These two parts, two equal parts are connected in parallel combination. Then R dash is equal to what? R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. That means each resistor of they cut into two equal parts. That means it's getting 20 ohms to 20 ohms. That's why here we're getting 20 into 20 by 40. That is 10 ohm. Then what they asking? The energy liberated per second. The energy liberated per second is, that means P is equal to V square by R dash, because of new combination. That's why what we got here, 200 into 200 by 10, then 4000 joules per second. This is the energy liberated per second. It's a very important. Now we are going to sixth one. In a part of circuit shown in figure, the rate of heat dissipation is 4 ohms. Resistor is 100 joules per second. Calculate heat dissipated in the 3 ohms resistor in 10 seconds. They are asking how much energy is dissipated 3 ohms resistor in 10 seconds. But they will not given current. We are finding. Here, this question is a 2003 problem. For CBSE 2003 problem, very important. Now here, first R1 in the circuit, R1 and R2 are in series. R1, R2 are in series. Here, in that I1 current is flow through R1, R2 resistors, and I2 current is flow through R3 resistor. That means I is divided here I1, here I2. But R1 comma R2 and R1 and R2 are parallel with R3. That is, in the parallel combination, potential difference across to it is equal to potential difference across to it. That is, potential difference across R1 and R2 is equal to R1 plus R2 is equal to potential difference across R3. That what we say here, potential difference across means I into V, R1 plus R2. Because of the current is I1. Here I2. Then what R3. The value is substituted. I1 is equal to 4 plus 2 is the 6 is equal to I2 into 3. Then cancel. I2 is equal to 2I. I2 value we got. Now, according to the problem, in the given problem, they will given what they given. The rate of dissipation in 4 ohms resistor is 100 ohms. The rate of dissipation, the rate of heat dissipation in 4 ohms. That is, what do you write? I1 square, because of the current will flow I1 into R. That is, I1 is what? We don't know. I1 square. R1 is what? 4. But this value what they given? 100. Because of the rate of heat dissipation in 4 ohms is 100 joules. Now 4 1 just 425. That is, I1 is equal to 5 amperes. I1 equal to 5 ampere means I2 is equal to 2I1. 2 into 5, that is the 10 ampere. 10 ampere. Now what they are asking? The heat dissipated in 3 ohms resistor in 10 seconds. Heat dissipated in 3 ohm resistor in the 3 ohm resistor in 10 seconds. Formula, heat dissipated, I we know, I2 and R, T, that is I square RT, I square RT. I square means I2 square, 100 into 3 because of R3 into 10. Then we calculate 3000 joule. 3000 joule. That we are going to seventh problem. It's a very important for CBSA 2003 also. This is also 2003 with one of the more paper. One set. Now, a heater is designed to operate with a power of 1000 volt in 100 volt line. It is connected to a resistance of 10 ohms and 6 ohms in figure. If the heater is now operating with a power of 62.5 volts, calculate the value of R. Operating is given, but this is on the heater they mentioned 1000 watts. But operating power is they given 62.5 watts. Now in the figure they given, here the 100 line is connected. The current will be flowing through I. The current in the heater is I1. The current in it is I2. That means the current is divided two parts. Again it's coming to the same current. Now here first the resistance of the heater. First we can find a resistance of heater. Resistance of heater. That is what we can say that R is equal to R dash, because already we have taken R. R dash is equal to, that is V square by 1000. V square means 100 into 100. That is 10 ohms. This is the resistance of heater. When a heater is operated, at 62.5 watts, then the potential difference across is, then what? Power P is equal to V square by R. But we know the resistance of heater, R dash. We want to the V. But the power when 62.5 watts, at that power the heater is operated, what is the potential difference across to it? That we can say that here 62.5 into V square by 10. Then V square is equal to 625. Then V is equal to 25 volt. This is. Then we are saying about that the voltage across the heater is 25 volts. And this R is parallel with the heater, means the potential difference across to it is also same. Then the potential drop across 10 ohms is, potential drop across the 10 ohms is, how much voltage we can supply to here? We are supplying the 100 volts. 100 minus how much voltage is drop across the heater? 25. Then what total? 75 volt. Now we are finding the current I, the current I, the current I, current through the current through 10 volts is, that is simply I is equal to V by R. V by R means 10 volts, that is 75 by 10. Then what? 7.5 ampere. Now current through the heater, current through the heater, current through heater, I is equal to same V. What is the potential? Potential is, we got 25 by 25, and what is the resistance? 10, that is 2.5 ampere. Then we know I is equal to I1 plus I2. Then current through R ohms is, current through R ohms is, that is I2 is equal to I is the 7.5 minus 2.5. Then we got 5 amperes. We know that potential across the resistance is equal to potential across the heater. What we got? 25. And the current I2 value we know. Then the value of R is equal to 25 by I. That is I is 5. Then we got 5 volts. The I value, R value is 5 volts. Now we are going to 8th one. The resistance of a 200 volts and 100 watts electrical bulb when hot is 10 times the resistance when cold. Find its resistance at room temperature. If working temperature of filament is 200,000 degrees Celsius, find the temperature coefficient of resistance of the filament. Here in these two problems will be there. One, temperature dependence of resistance problem, and the finding of the power problem because of wire of power is given. Now here we are going to discuss the resistance of bulb. Resistance of bulb. What is the resistance of bulb? Then R is equal to V square by P. What is the V square? 200 into 200. What is the P? 100. Then what? 400 ohms. Now when hot is 10 times the resistance when cold, find its at room temperature. At room temperature. At room temperature. Resistance of hot, resistance of a bulb is R naught is equal to R by 10, because of 10 times, that's why R by 10, that is 400 by 10, that is 40 ohm. Now they are asking coefficient of room temperature at the temperature 2000, this one. Then what do you write the formula? RT is equal to R naught into 1 plus alpha T. Just substituting here, 400 is equal to 40 into 1 plus alpha into 2000. 10. 10 is equal to 1 plus alpha into 2000. That is 9 is equal to alpha into 2000. Then what do you write? Alpha is equal to 9 by 2000. That is simply 4.5. 5 into 10 to the power of minus 3 per degree Celsius. We are going to discuss ninth one. If the current in the electric bulb changes by 1%, then by what percentage will be the power change? Now what they given right here first, delta I by I percent is 1. That is delta I by I is equal to 1 by 100. Now it's 1. Here what they are asking, percentage change in power. Power formula P is equal to I square R. Here for electric bulb resistance is constant. That what we say simply is proportional to I square. Here the percent is less than 0.1. That's why what we say about that, delta P by P is equal to 2 into delta I by I. Then delta P by P into 100 is equal to 2 into delta I by I into 100. Then the 2%. 2 into this value is 1%. Then what do you write? 2%. Now, then find the energy in kilowatt hour is consumed in the operating of 10 watt, 50 watt bulbs for 10 hours per day in a month of 30 days. See what they given first to power. Power. That is the total power. Total power P is equal to what? 10 bulbs into 50. That is 500 watt. Now time. Time is what? For day 10 hours into 30 days means 30. For day 10, 30 days. That is 300 hours. 300 hours. Then the energy formula, that is P into T. But they are asking kilowatt hour. But the power unit is watt and time is the unit we are taking hour. But kilowatt hour means what do we say? PT by 100 into PT by 100, PT by 1000 into kilowatt hour. Then P value 500 into 300 by 1000. That is 150 kilowatts